suddenly ducks. I'm Bermuda.
And I'm Phil, and today we're playing some Stars of Outnumber. And I believe Harrell's probably...
is joining us on cam again.
Yeah, Harrell is finally back. Look, hello to Harrell, everyone. And he's actually on camera today. Still not on camera, but never mind. We also have Chris.
Hello.
And a little bit of Aaron.
Oh, you want me to say hi now?
You could also say titty sprinkles, but it's up to you.
Yeah. I would be more partial to titty sprinkles.
Most people would be. Okay, so...
All right. May I? So, after our 2-week break, we're back on the adventures of our lovely crew, who, after going to Unia and getting the bodies of a bunch of drones, are making their way, decided to buy some drugs, some lovely, lovely drugs to sell to Isfield's parents because it's his mother's birthday soon. And I think that's it. You're on your way to Dubos, I believe, to get the payment for the robots and then going to Cardice. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. I believe that's everything.
Yeah.
So the day is the 21st of September, 3201, and you guys are orbiting Gunhild.
It's the 31st of September, did you say?
21st.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it's only 30 days.
The calendars may have changed, Bermuda, in the future.
Well, I know on Nereides they have a completely different calendar, so yeah.
Yes, Chris?
Oh, nothing.
Right,
so, navigation?
You guys went to Gunhill Orbited for something, right? Was it to refuel?
We refueled.
Okay, then yeah, it's navigation. To go to Duibos, I believe, to get your payment.
We get from the nav computers 2, right? Or is it 3?
Yes.
2, okay.
That's a fail.
I will reroll that.
You sure you want to reroll that? Don't want to let me roll on the table of fun?
The table of death? No, thank you.
It's not the table of death. You only die if I roll 3 ones.
Well, 14.
So, 3 days and you arrive at Dubos. And 2 more days you are around the planet. And I believe you have someone to contact. What's his name?
I can't remember whose business name was.
I don't even remember selling
Mr.
anybody
Enders.
some robots.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Hans.
Mr. Enders was the name of the guy that asked you to go to Unia and get the robots. For some lovely, lovely 30,000 credits, I believe it was.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yes. So you call him up. He answers. He answers with Mr. Isfield. Good to see you are alive. What did you find on the planet?
My mind is drawing a blank. I seem to think we found these rather disturbing metal men.
Ah, so they were operating on the planet, as I suspected.
Yes. Yes.
Did you find a base of operations? Or just a few stragglers?
We were in a mine. I don't know if that
Yeah,
counts as a base.
we were in a mine. I think it's probably just stragglers then, if there was no place where they would be constructed or things such as that.
He nods and says, I see. Well, send in the robots, please, if you please, and you will be paid for your troubles.
Okay.
Could we keep one of them? Or how many
if you
did
want
we
to.
take? I can't remember.
You took 4 of them.
How many did he want? Just all of them?
Well, he wants as many as you found.
Okay, never mind then.
So you delivered the 4 robots to him?
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't work anymore anyway.
After they've been shot to pieces, yeah, they wouldn't. Okay, so you guys go down in the cargo lighter. Raylan, you are piloting this thing. It feels much heavier than before because of the lead lining you've put in to hide the giant reactor. It's very back heavy,
Yeah.
Sluggish even. But carefully enough, you manage to land on the planet, and you see Mr. Anders and a small group of workers with him to take the robots from you. He comes up to you, Mr. Isfield, shakes your hand and says, 4 of them is what you found. I was expecting more. Well, stragglers.
Well, these were the ones we got that were mostly intact.
Ah, I see.
The others, well, there were only few more turned into more scrap rather than metal men.
Well, if they've been a threat to you in large enough numbers, they could be a threat to a lot more people. Thank you for your time, Mr. Isu, and this could help with some research into these things. He shakes your hand again and hands you a credit stick.
Thank you very much. Is it everything we were promised?
What did you say, sorry?
Is it everything he promised, money-wise, or?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. While it was rather dangerous, we won't try and bargain for anything extra. Thank you very much for your time. I'm glad we could help. If there's anything you require help with in the future, maybe, please feel free to contact us.
I'll keep you in mind for sure.
Good.
Is it?
What do we get paid?
30k in total.
Yeah.
So 6k each.
Yes.
What are we looking like in terms of things coming up for paying soon?
Well, the end of the month is coming up.
Yeah.
Right. So let's do a take that money out of it thing, and then split it the rest.
Mm-hmm. So it's 3,300 from each of us. So
To each other's. Oh, right.
To
Sorry.
pay the monthly ship costs. So we're all taking 2,700 from what we've just got paid.
Nice.
So we got paid 3,300.
No, that's how much we're gonna have to pay each to do the like end of month ship maintenance and like loan repayment. So, you know, we got 6K. We paid 3,300. So net total, we each got 2,700. Does that make sense?
So we each got paid 2,700.
Yep.
Yes.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Just wait for all the big credits we're gonna make selling drugs to your parents.
Yes, her birthday is coming up
sarcasm.
soon.
Yeah. From here, you guys get back to the ship, and you're free to go wherever you want. The sector is your oyster. Be free.
How long did it take us, by the way, to get to this planet?
Cardice?
5 days
No.
in total, right?
5 days? Okay.
Because 3 days
You
to
can
get
go
there and then 2
straight to
planet.
Cardice.
Mm-hmm. We've got one fuel, just in case that helps you decide where we're going.
Yeah, Captain.
You can
where
go
we're going.
straight to Cardice.
Yes, I think that would
if you
be... Do we have the drugs on us now, or are we procuring them somewhere else?
We have
you
the
have
drugs.
them. You spent 25k on 3 pounds, I believe.
Something like that.
Kilos.
Yeah, we worked it
I
out.
don't remember the.
This is real prices in where.
Yes. Where our resident drug lord helped us out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight to Cardice it is then. I assume we can get some fuel there.
Cardice is tech level 4+, so yeah.
So this is a 2 square jump, or?
It's a 2 square jump from Dubos to Cardice. You are on 404, and you're trying to get to 204.
Yeah. So
but
what would that be minus?
There's no stable route.
Oh.
So you won't get the +2 from the nav computer.
Let's
That's
take
the
the
quickest
long way.
Let's go back to Gunhild and then to Cardice, maybe.
That's 2 jumps. Screw it. Let's do that.
Well, I'm not sure. Like, do you wanna? Okay.
So going through Gunhill is going to take you 13 days. Going straight to Cardice is going to take you 10 days.
If it's only 2 extra days, but we have to pay to refuel, let's go to Gunhild. Actually, Gunhild will probably scan the shit out of us or something. Let's just go straight to Cardice.
Okay. Okay, so it's just my normal
navigation,
and int.
Yeah, let's not try and rush
without
it.
the nav computer. Ooh, that's a fail.
Yeah.
Let's roll on the fun table. Where is it?
You lose all your cargo.
3d6
Roll for warp madness.
and 9. Ship of course. Spend base time in transit, then take another navigation check.
Couldn't he have re-rolled his failed thing?
So
I've
Because
already
he's an
rerolled.
expert.
he already re-rolled.
What did you re-roll?
Yep. The other and failed
Right
navigation
at
roll that
the-
you rolled.
At the
Do both.
beginning.
I thought the target number was 7.
It's 8.
Yeah.
Did that change?
No, it's always been 8.
Oh, I
believe.
could have sworn he'd been targeting 7
Oh
this
no,
whole
it's
time.
7. It's 7. It's 7. It's
Okay,
7.
so he
I
still
fucked up.
has his
So I
reroll,
have
right?
to reroll.
Yes, he
Okay,
does.
I will do that then.
Good luck.
Laser clamps.
Laser clamps indeed.
8! Yay!
You're a very adequate pilot today.
I'm okay.
So
It's
you
all we
spend
require.
8 days in transit, and you get to Cardice, the system.
And then
How
2 days to
is
the planet.
is Field feeling like on the trip to Cardice?
Well, trepidation. I feel excited, but also wary.
Wary for what?
Well,
There's
I'm
nothing to
going
worry
to.
about.
I'm going to be meeting up with Mama and Papa after such a long time. They were pleased with the fact that I hunted down the killer of my sister, but still, I did not protect her during the time of need. So I wanted to make something of myself. So I'm coming back, successful in the fact that I've now got a ship and are paying it off in a good, timely fashion. But I'm still not sure how they'll think of me. But I'm pretty sure they'll be pleased with the however many kilos of space drugs I'm bringing them.
It doesn't actually snow on Cardice. It's all the drugs.
It's all drugs.
Yeah, so they
Let me
won't be
check
impressed at
the-
all.
The info on Cardice. Okay, it's not thin atmosphere. Okay, so 2 more days and you arrive at the orbit of Cardice. And if the ship Piggyback still has money, take some money away from it so you guys can refuel. It is the 5th of October as you arrive.
Excellent, because the 6th of October is Mama's birthday.
So convenient.
We'll have to say that when Bermuda gets back, because she's the person writing down the money.
Mm-hmm. So you guys arrive on orbit. You refuel, no problem. Mr. Isfield, what is the protocol for a ship to get to the Isfield biodome?
Well, there's a landing zone specifically for our biodome because we're rich enough to
I
have
assume
that.
so.
So it's kind of like a helipad. You just we don't have to go through customs because we're trusted so much on this planet.
Mm-hmm. I would assume so, yeah. You are basically, part of one of the most powerful families on the planet, so you yourself wouldn't need to go through customs
Yes.
Bermuda, take out money from the piggy bank to refuel the ship, please.
Mm-hmm. Still 800 credits. There's no
Yep.
discounts.
In
Right?
here, yeah.
Okay.
So, are you going down with just the lander or the frigate itself, the ship itself?
I mean, that's up to our captain.
I'd say let's take the ship.
Okay. And I would assume you guys do all the standard protocol. Oh, we're transporting Mr. Isfield in here, blah blah blah. Or do you want to surprise them?
No, I'm pretty sure they'll be fine with me coming. I don't need to surprise them.
Yeah,
I'll
surprise
just
and
let it be known.
weapons powered up, and
Okay. So the ship lands, and I guess all of you are in your force fields except for Raylan. Raylan, what are you wearing? Because you see Natasha wearing some heavy-duty clothing.
yeah. I mean, I don't really have any warm weather. I mean, cold weather clothes. So
Because the
I have.
sensors outside the ship are indicating that the weather outside is freezing. Very much so.
Yeah, I would probably like dress in hats and scarves and shit, just over the top, because I'm not used to this cold.
How cold is it, for the record?
Very. Permafrost is
Cardice,
everywhere.
yeah, it's frozen all year long.
Even in the
Celsius?
summer.
It is. Yes, it is
Okay.
freaking cold.
All right. So it's not just Raylan wearing hat and scarves. Everyone who, even people who are used to the cold, are going to be bundled up.
Yeah, but
I think our FEPs provide a custom atmosphere inside.
So,
When they're
Mr.
on,
Eastfield,
yeah.
before we move on, why don't you tell us a little bit about Mr. Eastfield? Tell us a bit more about your planet.
Well, it's basically an ice planet. There's ice all year round. The general things we know about my planet is it was founded by a few rich families when people first moved here. Relatively recently, well, not relatively recently, relatively quickly when coming here, found that there was a natural resource that could be harvested, called Cardicite. We called it Cardicite after the naming of the planet. The planet was originally going to be named Isfield, after our family, but we chose to let that honour go because we weren't really thinking that the planet was going to amount to much.
And it hasn't.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh snap!
This is the hill of beans that you lord over.
It's the only place you can get Cardicite in the entire sector.
What is Cardicite used for?
I think the law says it's something to do with constructing starships. Though I've kind of forgotten.
I thought it was an aphrodisiac.
No, that that's what we were originally going to think it was. Was it something for generating, like, weapon energy or starship something? I forgot.
I don't know, man. It's your mineral.
Okay, it's used in the creation of laser weaponry. There we go.
Okay. So Cardicite laser weaponry or energy weaponry would be
Energy
of higher
weapons, yeah.
quality.
Yeah. Basically, everyone lives inside biodomes. The Isfield biodome is a sealed bunch of domes, the largest of which is a central dome containing a manor. A faithful reproduction of a Victorian-era manor, with post-Gothic architecture and the internal furnitures to match. There's been 5 other rich houses, but none of them match the splendour or richness of the Isfields. Any traders going to Cardice would only be dealing with the upper echelons of society, and therefore would think that all of the Kardashians have a hoity-toity British accent. Yet all the lower classes have a common Londoner accent, and talk in Cockney rhyming slang. The 5 other houses that are the richest houses are the Downtons, who live in Downton Abbey, the Cardices, the Windsors, and the Frasers and the Dilberts. The oldest Habs are converted from the original mining Habs, which are dirty and built in as needed ramshackle fashion. So it ends up looking like a cramped, uneven streets of London. The outside the domes, a fresh blue-white light comes from the permafrost. Everywhere in the lower-class Habs there is a fine coating of Cardicite, except the 5 great houses. There's also the government district, where it can be found the Ministry of Truth. We're currently going to be visiting Mama and Papa, which is... Mother is Penelope Isfield, and my father is Albert Noah Arthur Isfield. And if you would like to know anything more?
No, I guess that is great. Thank you.
What season is it currently? Is it summer, winter?
It's summer right now.
Oh, what a lovely summer you're having.
Yes. Occasionally, when it's summer, some of the peaks of the ice mountains on Cardice, a small amount of actual water appears in the form of clouds around the tips, causing beautiful clouds, where normally there'd just be clear skies. That's how you know it's the difference between summer and winter.
Lovely.
Those are some very impressive clouds.
Thank you.
Okay.
You know what they say, never rains but it pours.
Okay, so the ship lands, and it's soon the landing pad it's on. It's taken into the dome, and the ship is sealed inside the dome, inside this controlled environment. And a small escort of soldiers approaches the ship, led by this gentleman, Lieutenant Colton. And as you guys step off, Lieutenant Colton approaches Mr. Eastfield and says, "Mr. Eastfield, it's been a while since you've been to the biodome. Welcome home."
Does he put out his hand to greet me?
No, he has his hands on his weapon at all times.
I overly familiarly hug him.
He returns the gesture.
It's been a long time, Colton. Oh, the times we spent when you taught me how to hunt. It reminds me of those wonderful days when we were young.
Says, yes, Mr. Isfield. You and your crew are always welcome to your house, but there are some new rules as per your father's request, let's say.
Papa has rules for me? What's changed?
Well, he says that visitors to the biodome are to be unarmed and unarmored at all times. It's been for safety ever since your sister's accident.
Yes, I understand. It is in all of our best interests.
So he turns to the rest of the group and says, if you please would give up your weapons and armor, place them in your ship if you wish, but you are to walk in this biodome in civilian clothing only.
Go fuck yourself, it's freezing cold.
We're inside the biodome.
Inside the biodome is nice. It's nice.
Yeah, but I'm not walking there without an atmosphere.
Don't worry, inside the dome we're fine. It's fine, Leech. No need to worry. Lieutenant Colton and the other guards will keep us protected, so we don't need our weapons and armor. And as we said, it's warm. Not like out here.
You know, the environment inside the domes isn't like summer warm, but it is considerably warmer than outside. Still chilly, a bit chilly.
Did we land inside a dome? I thought we landed outside and we have to like walk to it or whatever.
You landed outside, and the landing pad came into the dome. Was retracted in.
So where are we right now?
Inside the dome.
Oh, I thought you said we were outside it.
No, we've been saying we're inside a dome.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's what he says. So, I guess you guys disarm?
Yes.
No, I don't trust this guy, so I'm going to stay on the ship armed up.
Okay.
One person should stay armed at least. Yeah, just in case something happens. If shit goes down, just call me and I'll come out shooting.
Okay, Leech, if you think that's appropriate.
Yeah,
Natasha
it's good to have
says
one person, just in case.
Natasha says she'll stay in the ship as well.
Fine, it's just me, Mappuccine, and Raylan then. Raylan, you're coming? There's delicious alcohol that I promised you.
Oh, yes, I'll come. At least there's something
I
good
give
about
Lieutenant
this.
Dan an evil eye the whole time, too.
Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan. Got no legs.
I thought your planet's full of memes, right?
You have a rich, dank meme backstory.
I hate this planet. I'm bringing in the 40k Inquisition. It's coming. It's coming.
Lieutenant Dan will fight them off with his titanium legs.
all that's served on our canopies. It's prawn canopies, different kinds of prawn, shrimp.
I hate you. I hate you so much. So Mappuccine and Raylan are going in, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So after you guys get back to your civilian clothing, as civilian as you can anyway, Lieutenant Colton approaches you, Mr. Isfield, as the rest of the crew goes inside the ship. And he says, Mr. Isfield, if you have a moment, I would like to speak with you in private.
Yes. Anything for an old pal. And trusted confidant.
So he gives an order to his men to escort the other two people into the manor itself, while Lieutenant Colton takes Mr. Isfield to his office. He offers you a seat. You guys are alone in this room, and he sits down on the other side of the desk and turns on this holographic display. And you see yourself carrying what seems to be a container of cardicite.
Okay.
Into the Isfield biodome.
Okay.
And he says, is this familiar to you, Albert?
Videos of me are quite familiar, yes.
Well, this happened the day your sister was attacked by that servant.
That is... That's rather strange. I don't seem to recall bringing containers anywhere.
Well, you are in the footage. I made sure to take these from whoever was investigating your sister's attack. But such silence has been costly to me.
Does the guy in the video
blackmail.
have a goatee?
I see.
Because the one with the goatee, that's actually Albert's evil twin.
No, it is Albert himself. The day he brought the cardicite dust into the manor, and the servant went crazy and killed his sister.
So you believe you can blackmail me? Is this what you're trying to say?
Just call us, man. We'll come in and kill him.
What did you say? Sorry,
I'm all armed up. That's why I kept it on. I saw this coming. Say the word.
So what you're saying is you are trying to blackmail me? Is this what you're saying?
Blackmail you? No, Albert, not at all. I am just a friend keeping a secret for another friend.
For price?
Well, of course. Everything in this sector has a price.
Well, if you want to talk about price, say a number and we'll see what happens.
No. I am looking for a raise. I like my job. I'm not looking to retire so soon. I enjoy what I do. It's a cushy gig. I'm looking for a raise. That's what I'm looking for, most of all.
Let me tell you a little story. Story about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. Like to take a minute to just sit right there. Tell you how I became a captain of a ship called the Damocles. Well, as you know, I'm going off to make my fortune. But as you also know, my sister is dead. And yes. I am the sole heir of the Isfield fortune.
Indeed you are.
As you know, I'm not exactly in the correct, how do you say, good books of Papa and Mama at the moment. They don't think that I can be trusted with the business and the fortune. I am not able to give you anything now, but if you keep this secret, oh, the fortunes you shall be able to be, the fortunes you shall grasp if I am still in a position to get it.
Please don't come to me with that talk. I know your family too well to know when you're bullshitting me. Please. I want my payment and I want it now. That's what I want. I don't want some empty promise that will be fulfilled in, 5 years? I guess that's what your father told you.
Something of the kind, yes.
5 years out there making your own money, and that's when you get the family fortune?
Well, I could imagine it'd be much, much less if I were to show him how excellently I've done things. But if anything were to go awry, or me not have the monies I need, might get in the way of that.
No. You have a good ship. A very good ship, in fact. You are a captain of a very good ship. That means you have the means to pay for it, and that means you have enough money to pay for my silence.
Well, then, please tell me, what amount do you think is worth your silence?
My silence? 3,000 a month.
That's nothing.
How about 2,000 a month?
I said 3 is filled. Don't joke with me.
For 3,000 a month, I could hire people to come and murder you. So
please
why would
try.
it not be easier to just pay you the less of the fee, and neither of us has to be murdered?
I like you to try, Isfield. Please.
So what? I'm not even going to get a chance to roll my persuade.
Well,
just invite him out to the ship and I'll put a bullet in his head, dude. Seriously.
You can if you give me a good argument.
I just threatened his life, and he was just
not
like,
afraid
no.
of losing his life, as it seems.
Well, I don't think your video evidence is strong enough to see that it's me. That man looks like he has a gimpy walk, and you can see he's got sloped eyebrows, like some form of troglodyte retard.
That's only part of the footage, Albert. There's more to it. You know your house is covered with them. With cameras to assure the security of Mr. Isfield and Mrs. Isfield.
So you're saying you have more footage of this?
Yes, of course.
How will I know that you'll keep your word after I start paying you this?
I've been always a man of my word, Albert. Ever since you've met me. Besides, the fact that you were allowed to land in your biodome is proof enough that you are in the clear for now with your family and the proper authorities in Cardice.
Yes, I realise that, but Your continued silence is what I'm wanting about.
If you pay me, I will continue my silence.
But I have no assurances of that.
You want some assurances? How about whenever you come to Cardice, you will be allowed to land. You will be welcomed by your family with open arms, as much as they open their arms for you. What assurances
Okay,
are
it
you
looks
looking
like
for?
we have a deal then.
Good. You can start with the first payment now.
I'll just look in my back pocket.
I think it's in the ship. You should bring him out to the ship so he can collect it.
Oh no, it looks like I've only got the 2,000 I promised you in my pocket. So, it looks like I've got to go to the ship. Would you like to escort me, or are you just going to be fine with me going?
I'm fine with you going, Miss Phil. You can... I believe in you. You are a capable man, capable of walking and thinking. I'll wait for you at the manor. And he stands up, opens the door, and indicates for you to leave.
Okay, well, bye-bye. We go off to the ship.
See you soon, Mr. Isfield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you get to the ship, he's just like, "Hey, Captain, what are you doing here?"
Oh, you know, just the usual. It seems I have a spot of trouble. Something happened in my past, which I don't exactly want to get into it, but basically some scum is trying to blackmail me.
So who do we kill?
Does it have to do... And Natasha pipes in, does it have to do with the murder of your sister, Captain?
I don't know why it'd say such a thing, but yes, I murdered her.
Natasha's eyes go wide in surprise for a while. Then she returns to normal.
So this guy thinks that somebody who is willing to murder their own sister wouldn't be willing to murder some guy that blackmails them? What a fool.
I did tell him that I would probably try and kill him if he did keep on forcing me to pay him 3,000 a month, but he chose not to care. So, looks like we're going to be killing some people.
Easy enough. Are there any guards or anybody that runs security on the manor who you could have influence over? Maybe get those people to turn a blind eye to me walking in there with my FEP and a pistol?
Well, let's put it this way. Wouldn't be the first time a wink wink nudge nudge.
Oh, Albert, you dog.
And for a mere £2,000 a month.
Yeah, Leech goes and starts like oiling his spike thrower.
So, did Mapachine and Valen come back to the ship as well, or did they just go off?
No, I came back to the ship.
While we talk...
Is it Lieutenant Dan that we're killing?
Yes.
It shouldn't be that hard. He's in a wheelchair, so...
I know. I never liked him, to be honest.
He said once to me when I was a child that life is like a box of chocolate. You never know who you're going to have to kill.
Fuck you.
Ariel's camera's frozen for me. Oh, there you go, it's working again.
Damn memes. Okay, so what is the plan now?
Well, he didn't want to come back to the ship with me, as you can see. So, we're going to have to find out when he's, let's say, comfortable and unaware, and we're going to have to put some bullets in him.
Yeah,
If
do you know
that'll
where he
be-
sleeps?
Well, he did take me to his bedroom once, but that's not a story I want to talk about.
You've repressed that memory.
Yes. Let's put me this way. He taught me how to shoot. There's a strong bond between men who teach each other how to shoot.
That sounds
Is
so
he
wrong.
is he the only person you want taken out?
Well, the news probably would think something strange is going out if I also took out Mama and Papa and just took the fortune straight away. So probably yes, just him for now.
I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I'm a trained assassin.
That is news. I wondered why your skin-tight bodysuit looked so much like you were trained in sneaking and killing people from the shadows.
Yes. I might be able to handle this quietly. However, I'm not sure that I can be convinced that it's worth it.
I can convince you for a mere 2,000 extra a month. I hate the ice. Well, I would say you could have tried to see if he would take you into his bed, but I know this won't work. So, we've got to try and come up with another way of getting him alone with you.
Well, you know where his room is, where he sleeps?
Yes.
Okay, so we just need you to basically convince some of the guards that would be on our path between the ship and where he sleeps to take the night off.
Yeah. Well, you see, tomorrow night is the day that my mother's birthday is, and it's the largest bash of the year. And a lot of the guards will be busy protecting the manor and might not be, fully aware of everything that's going on at the time. So yes, we might not even have to pay anyone. If I could find out where he's going to be on that night, we might be able to do this sneakily. Should we perhaps go around and find out what the security plans are? I say I pay him 3,000 now, so he's not anything of the wiser, and start the caper.
I assume that he spoke with Albert privately about the footage that he has of him.
Yes.
Did Albert explain the nature of the blackmail? I mean, did he say that there's like video footage of him that's very incriminating, or did he just...
I'll say this to you guys now, yes. He has video footage of me, and he probably has it, I'm imagining, either on his person or something such as that. If he does have it with either someone else's possession or in some form of cloud storage, it is summer after all, He might. He might upload. Perhaps we can't just instantly kill him, but maybe we need to do a little bit of torture. Would anyone be opposed to a little bit of torture?